Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update. Russia issues red line. June 20, 2017. This actually took place yesterday on June 19. Scripture references out of Genesis 2, verse 14. The name of the third river is Tigris. It flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. So humanity began in the Garden of Eden, and one of the four rivers mentioned was the Euphrates. Now, thousands of years later, the Euphrates River is still relevant, and what once was a garden is now a desolate battlefield. What we got here is a picture of Syria. Seems to be occupying a lot of everybody's time here recently. We'll zoom in a little bit tighter, and we'll look at the Euphrates River from down here in the southeast. Follow the cursor up through Deir Azor, up through Raqqa, Lake Assad, Topka Dam, and headed north toward the Turkish border. This is what used to be old ancient Kirkamesh. That's in the news as well, too, where some of the fighting is taking place. Now, the backlash from the downing of the Syrian SU-22 fighter jet has begun. Russia has literally drawn a line in the sand in the Middle East, and that line is the Euphrates River. And this is a quote from the Russian Defense Ministry. Any aircraft, including planes or drones, belonging to the international coalition operating west of the Euphrates River will be tracked by Russian anti-aircraft forces in the sky and on the ground and treated as targets. Okay, awesome. So they've effectively declared a no-fly zone from the Euphrates River west to the Mediterranean Sea. And they want to control the skies, Euphrates to Mediterranean. Russia has also suspended communication with the United States over the downing of their Russian-made plane in Syria. Russia disputes the United States attempted contact before shooting down the Syrian SU-22 fighter jet. Now, the United States has indicated they attempted to contact the Russians, but they did not answer the phone. So they blew the Syrian plane out of the sky. Now, the location of the Syrian pilot is unknown, and he is reported to have ejected over ISIS-held territory. And that's probably somewhere up here in this region south of Raqqa. In the gray is ISIS, yellow, Kurds, supported by the United States, red, Syria, supported by Russia. And they think this guy's out here somewhere in this ISIS area. They don't know where he's at, but they're still looking. Now, the Syrian army has told the United States there will be, quote, dangerous repercussions for their actions. So the Syrian army is threatening the United States. And this is a quote from Sergei Lavrov, Russian foreign minister. As for what's happening on the ground in Syria, we proceed from the assumption that it is necessary to fully respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity in Syria. Therefore, any actions on the ground, and there are many participants there, including those who carry out military operations, should be coordinated with Damascus. Okay, so go through Damascus and talk with the Russians about all of this. Bottom line, something's going to give here with this red line on the Euphrates. Because here's the reality of dogfights today, June 20, 2017. And this is a quote from Justin Bronk of the Royal United Services Institute. And I quote what he says, "The era of dogfighting is largely over. After the totally lopsided kill-to-loss ratio attained by the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Navy during the first Gulf War in 1991, it is a very rare thing for regimes under attack by the U.S. and its allies to send fighters up in defense, since they know how it will end." So, bottom line is the United States rules the skies. And I don't think that red line is going to mean a whole lot to those folks. And we're going to find out if that line gets crossed and how Russia will respond. So this thing's escalating. They're not talking. Nobody wants to answer the phone. And we'll see where it goes from there. Now, if you're interested in this, please feel free to check out Paul the Poke com. Keywords: Russia, red line, Syria, Euphrates, United States, red line. Take care. Bye.